Good afternoon, all you collectible fans out there. I am the Great Canadian Explorer, your host Ryan, and I'm here in Georgtown at the Anglican, St. George's Anglican Church and Community Center here for the Georgtown Sports and Pokemon Card Show here in Georgetown, Ontario on Saturday, May the 24th, 2025, and I thought I'd bring you guys along with me to check things out and see what's what. Today is their first ever show, so it's a small show, but it's their first, and they're really excited to be to putting it on, and I thought I'd show them off and show you guys what's what. They're gonna try and do like 3 shows a year here in Georgetown, so let's go inside and check things out. You guys get to see my big fingers. Okay, so let's go inside and see what's what. The owners that they go to the conventions and they have spots. They're always there in the Hamilton Collecticon shows and stuff like that. So let's head in and do the outside first. So let's check some of the cool merchandise here. Nice. Just love seeing all these cool cards. They even have some graded ones here, sports ones, and a small selection of Pokemon. Nice. Ooh. Looks like they have some Japanese cards. Nice. Blind bags. Nice. Ooh. Pictures of all the old stadiums, sports stadiums. Nice. Maple Leaf Gardens. Been there. Oh, don't see the old X building.
No.
I remember going to that, so.
Even C&E Grandstand can't find them.
Yeah. I see the fact that you have the old Maple Leaf Gardens,
Yeah.
but I mean, I would have loved to see an old picture of the X. I remember going there with my dad.
Oh, yeah, I used to go to a lot of games
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It was fun. Just brings back memories. Watching. Don't remember any of the games. Just remember the hot dogs, the vibe.
Yeah, I used to love when they did a Twilight doubleheader when they let you see
Two games.
Started at 5 p.m. and then they played 2 games. And
Or like the one they do it on like this Saturday where it was like the 1 o'clock, then the 5 o'clock kind of games. That way everybody got to go home at a reasonable time. Yeah.
Back when you didn't have to pay extra to see a doubleheader.
Yeah. You one ticket, sat down, and those were your seats for the entire game. Yeah. And the prices for food was reasonable. You know.
The prices are ridiculous.
Yeah.
$12 for a hot dog.
Yeah. Today, yeah. Where back then it was like maybe $1, $2 for a hot dog.
Well, that's why they do that Toonie Tuesday.
Tuesdays now, yeah.
Because that's what it used to be, and it's like the prices of food have grown exponentially at the games.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, and I think most they do that because they want to pay for the cost of the players. So they're increasing ticket prices, they're increasing everything they can, so that they can pay for the players without taking it out of their own pocket.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Rogers is the most. Rogers has the most money out of any of the owners.
Yeah. See, I know. In baseball, the Yankees are the ones with the deep pockets. In hockey, it's the Leafs with the deep pockets. The
Blue Jays are majority owned by the MLSE, which is the Maple Leaf Corporation.
Yeah. Which is owned by Rogers, I believe. Because it used to be a family-owned organization, but I believe they sold it to Rogers.
Well, Rogers Communications are. There's only 2 teams that are owned corporately. One is, I think it's Tampa Bay. The other one is the Jays. I think the other one's Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Everything else is
privately owned.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be nicer if it was cheaper to go to a game.
Yes. But it is.
Unfortunately, prices aren't going to turn back to the
No.
old days.
No. It is what it is nowadays, but it's
Yep,
still good to go and watch.
it is. It's just if you're going with that, I'm a family of 4.
Yeah.
It's expensive to go to
Yes.
a game.
I go by myself sometimes, and it's still expensive just to go by myself. So.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's not something you can afford to do all the time.
Yeah, like I go to a game, like a Blue Jay game. I end up buying 2 beers for the entire game, and I'm looking at $40 to $50 just for the 2 beers.
Yeah.
And then
Plus the ticket,
yeah, plus the ticket
transportation there.
there and back, and then yeah, and then that's if I do, and then if I decide, and of course I'm gonna have to buy something, like food wise. So.
Yeah.
Usually what I do is I try to buy like a hot dog or something outside of one of
So
the,
do I. The street
food.
dogs, yeah.
which I find are a lot better than the,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Then the ones indoors. So
Yeah.
100%.
yeah, so,
But it's expensive. We used to. I've gone back 10 years ago. We used to sit in the outfield.
yes,
They had a restaurant in the outfield, and you could sit there, and it was they served a buffet meal throughout the whole game.
yeah,
Well, they served an hour before the game up till the 7th inning, right? But like when I'd bring my kids
Yes,
who were
yeah.
like 19 and 17.
yeah,
They would each bring. My son would bring his girlfriend. My daughter would bring her friend. It was over $1,000 to go.
yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
I used to love going into the outfields when they had the old outfield stands, where instead of the bullpen on the second level, it was all on the bottom level,
Yeah.
and it kind of snuck into underneath the stands, kind of thing. I used to love sitting there on the outfield because those were reasonably priced tickets.
Yeah, yeah.
So, where you could still get ground level, reasonably priced.
Yeah. Now nothing's reasonably priced
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. I'm lucky enough that where I work, we have a player who gives me their season tickets,
Oh, nice.
which are good seats, and I love those seats because it's like you're down. Nowadays, it's like normally if I want to go, I'd have to go and buy the nosebleeds.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my parents used to have seasons tickets,
Yeah.
so we went to a lot of games. Like we went to the '92 World Series, the '93 World
Yeah.
Series. So I mean, that's nice. When you get free tickets, it's really nice because
Yeah.
you don't mind spending more money on food and
Yeah.
stuff then.
Yeah.
But when you're paying it all out of your pocket,
Yeah. My aunt and uncle used to have season tickets as well, and they used to have along the first base line, out towards the outfield there. They were like 30 rows back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not all the way back, but not all the way close to the front. They were like in the middle, kind of thing. So you could get the view, but you didn't get the view. They stopped being season ticket owners after I forget which year it was, the first strike they had. I think it was in the 90s. I think that
94.
yeah, I think it was then that they decided to stop being season ticket holders.
Yeah.
Back when tickets were still reasonably priced.
Yeah. Yeah. Compared to nowadays, definitely.
Yeah, so. It was nice talking to you.
Good talking to you too. Thank you.
I'm going to go continue checking
We
things
see
out.
you at Michelangelo. Well,
Yeah.
used to be Michelangelo's. Now it's going to be at Carmen's Banquet Center.
Well, that depends on if she still books it through there.
Well, Michelangelo's is going.
I know,
Are
they
it's on foreclosure.
yeah. So that's
Yeah,
why I
she's
mean,
trying to book it through Carmen's.
yeah. But I mean, if she can find something else that is a little bit cheaper or around the price that she wants to keep the
Problem
price.
is the size.
Yes.
Like you have to. She has to go to something pretty big.
The same size as Michael. Yeah.
Size as Michelangelo.
Yeah.
No one's going to want to give up their
Tape.
table.
Yeah, and I think Carmen's the one that she did it on the
Last weekend.
weekend. The Friday, or not the Monday, I should say. Yeah.
Yep.
I think it was a little bit smaller than the Michelangelo's itself. because it's like the one
It
side.
felt nice.
Yeah.
It was.
It was a nice venue. It was good. It was big. It was just one of those ones where it was like a few feet smaller, so she had to squish certain
But it was
sections.
still okay outside.
Yeah.
Those people that were. I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't outside, so I don't. It seemed like it was okay.
Yeah, it was a decent venue. So
Yeah.
so
Clean and
eh,
new.
yeah,
It
and
was nice.
especially it was a nice venue, especially when she had to scramble last minute to get it.
Yeah, 2 days before the show.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, so and for a
I
reason.
think she has connections.
Yeah, and so yeah, because I don't think anybody would have been appreciative if she had to cancel.
No, no.
But yeah,
Because I wasn't at the show. I didn't go to the Mother's Day. Not the Mother's Day. The Family Day show.
Yeah.
Because of the snowstorm.
yeah.
I was snowed in.
I think I didn't go either because I was like, you know what? There's too much snow. It's too cold out. I just want to stay home.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it was one of the ones that she decided to cancel. I'm not because I know she said she canceled one. She canceled others two to three in the last couple of years,
Yeah.
and she's been doing it for 30 years. And these are the first couple ones that she's had to cancel, and she didn't want to try and cancel this.
No.
That
Well,
one.
her family used to own Michelangelo's banquet center.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her family. I don't know how she's related, but it was family that used to own it. And they sold it quite a few years ago.
Ah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
That's too bad because it would have been a lot. It would have been a lot easier, like cheaper, because she probably could have booked herself in there for costs. You know what I mean? The bare minimum.
100%.
Yeah, and then she could have made it cheaper for everybody. So,
How much is this one right here?
so I will talk to you later. Okay?
Thank you. You too. That one time.
Nice Rams helmet up there. Nice. Let's check this out. See if somebody wins.
There might be someone that left or strong on the ticket they have. We're looking for 100.
Ah, the kid one. Nice. Cool. Nice. I like to see a lot of winners, especially the young kids. Some pop final here. Morning, gentlemen. Oh, good. I shouldn't say morning. I should say afternoon. my mindset is still in the morning.
We have Pokemania.
Yes. The last time the Leafs won the Stanley Cup. That's an oldie. Nice. Have some of the Pokemon amiibos for the Switch. Nice. Hello.
What's going on, buddy? How are you?
Good. How are you today?
Good. Yourself?
Doing as good as I can.
Awesome.
165 or like 170. Yeah.
A lot of people crowded at this one table. Doing some trades. Box sets. Nice. So, let's go on the inside now. Come on. Gotta straighten the camera out there. Gwen here is the owner of this new convention, so her and her husband are very nice. See if I can squeeze. Excuse me. Oh.
It's okay.
No.
I also get one of the restaurant cards.
Which one do you want? They're 5 and 4.
What's the difference?
Quality of the card. Yeah.
217, one's 5, and one's 4. Now, if you're going to look, it's probably going to be because this one might have a little bit difference on it or something like that. But there's not much. See how this one's got a little bit of white there? And that one's perfect. That's usually the difference. One's
Nice.
How you doing?
Good. How are you guys today?
Good, good.
Good. Yeah. Excuse me. Kind of. Thank you. Old famous. Excuse me. Good. How are you? It's not a convention without me saying excuse me at least once. Good. How are you guys today? Good. Doing pretty good for their first show, so I like it.
Small, intimate,
Yeah.
easy to deal with.
Yes. Yes. Especially for the small first show. Got to build that fan base first, and then work from there. All right. It's nice talking to you guys. Good. How are you guys?
You put your hand on my shoulder.
Excuse me. Can I just squeeze by?
Putting that on YouTube?
Yes. Helping advertise their shirt. Perfect. Nice. Woo! A monster bobblehead, Blue Jays. It's kind of cool.
How are you?
Good. How are you today?
Good.
That's good.
Anything you're looking for?
No, just seeing what you got.
Right on.
Oh. Thank you. Oh, I don't think I showed this little tiny table when I did the outside, so here. Looks like they have some complete sets of certain things, like the Star Trek cards and stuff. Nice. Oh, the Marvel heroes and the DC heroes kind of thing, card sets. Nice. And then the prizes. Oh, look, they even have a little bit of a Pikachu. And then they have like a little snack spot. If you guys want to buy snacks. So let's go sign off and okay, outside. Yeah. So, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a view of the actual where it is kind of thing. That way, it's right across the street from Max's Tires Loop. But yeah, so it's right in the back building. That was the back building of the church here. A nice classical church. So let's switch the view now so we can sign off. If it'll switch. There we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed walking around with me at the Georgtown Sports and Pokemon Card Show here on Saturday, May the 24th, 2025. So don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed already, it helps the channel out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe and hit that notification button so you guys get notified of future videos like this one, so you'll be always in the know of when I'm live streaming future videos like this one. Until then, have a great day and happy day, convention day to you guys. Bye everybody. Hope you guys are all well.